Dolphins lost to the Jets, who are in the other side of the bracket here in this 14U division. Already underway on a Friday NFL Flag. No matter who you are, lace up the cleats, smear on some eye black, step out on the field and chase something. There's a position for everyone in this game. Visit NFLFlag.com to find a league and start the chase today. We've had a little bit of drizzle here. We've had some overcast clouds, but play has continued on the digital field here this morning in the 14U bracket. And here's some of the offensive things you need to know from a rules perspective, Kirk.
Yeah, look, the one I look at, just go down the third one. No laterals, pitches, or screen passes beyond the line of scrimmage, but you can do it behind the line of scrimmage, right? You get direct handoff pitches, which now allow a quarterback or anybody, once they receive a pitch behind the line of scrimmage, are eligible to throw and run. So a little couple of nuances here when it comes to flag football.
And the Bills are going to have the ball first. There's a look at the Scott Salisbury group, the club team, Rossford Dome out of Whitehouse, Ohio. And that's Nate Drager, who is a Toledo native. And there's Brady Von Schiller. And we're looking at the Clifton Park, New York Bills. This is Club FRRFP. And we've already told you about number 5, Von Schiller, one of the more talented players in the 14U division in NFL flag. And Jeffrey Jones is the coach of this Bills unit. That gets the ball first here in our second game. Von Schiller a fake, and now dumps it underneath, and Alex Rivera up the field for a couple of yards.
It's always fun to see the first part of a game, because you want to see how's the rush going to affect the quarterback. What are the types of routes you're going to see early on? And right there, the first one, just it's a filling out process. And that's what you do a good job by Von Schiller. Just seeing it, find an open guy, and get positive yards.
Remember, 4 downs to reach the midline, then 3 to score once you cross. If you cross on the second play, you still only have 3 to score. They're going to hand the ball, and here's Rivera now running with it. Oh, nice twist to elude a couple guys and gets near the midline. Terrific move by Alex Rivera.
Always difficult in the two-way go. When I say two-way go, when you hand him the ball, he's got the ability to throw if needed. This time he just goes out, finds a way, shows a couple of twists, and gets the ball into that no-run zone, giving him 2 downs to get across the line for a first.
So the third snap, and a quick confab with Coach Jones. The Bills yesterday beat the Patriots, and the Dolphins lost to the Jets. Here's the snap. Von Schiller looks, a little sidearm to Rivera. He crosses the midline. That'll give Clifton Park, New York, 3 downs now to score.
I love that little delayed screen. If you saw that ball snap, and you get the quarterback, Von Schiller, who goes to his left. He's moving to his left to draw the defense to the left. And then right at the last second, you have Rivera comes out right across the line. So it's a little delay. Watch Rivera. He's at the center, and then he delays. It's a nice job with delay, getting the defense to move with the quarterback. No one's there for Rivera, who picks up the first down.
And interesting because Rivera is the center.
Little center screen.
Yeah, initiates the offense. Here's Von Schiller, and he puts it right on his wide receiver, Jacob Turner, on a little bit of a crossing route.
I love how they're spreading the ball around, too. We have Rivera now. You've had now Turner, who's touched the ball a little bit. So they're going to move the ball around and get everybody involved. But I love this, how they're treating Rivera at center. He's kind of like the outlet. They snap the ball. If nothing's there, you always have the outlet. And it seems like everyone forgets about the center. Now, defensively, ball gets a little bit tighter right here when you get across that 50-yard line.
14-yard line. 2 snaps to score. Von Schiller to his right. And tries to dump it short. Does. It's ruled a catch for Alec Frazier. So inside the 10-yard line, about the 8 for the third and final down here.
Yeah, everybody just staying on top. Nice job with the rush, but everybody keeping their man right there in front of them. It's a crucial third down right here, just outside of the 5-yard line.
Jose Medina Jr.
Well, I'm still thinking about that interception. They tried to go to the big fella. Everyone knew they were going to go after Hemingway McLaughlin with the interception, and now in business are the Bengals after that first run.
You see Spencer Fox at 6'1". He's the quarterback of this Whitehouse, Ohio unit. Almost like an eye. Here's Fox, wants to throw, and catch is out of bounds on the grab by DeMarco Huntley III.
It was close. I saw that. I didn't see a leg get down, foot almost. It was close. But he got off the ground a little bit. That's a nice job here with the great effort on the misfire. Third down.
Second Sweet 16 game from Canton, Ohio in the 14U boys division. 7-0, and you get a look at Jeffrey Jones, who has done a terrific job with his club RFP from Clifton Park, New York, and he's one of the Coach of the Year finalists. We saw Ryan Marquez earlier with the Raiders, and tell you what, the coaching and just the development of this process to get to this stage has been fascinating to follow the sport for a year, to see just where all these teams, kind of how long they've been together, how long certain pieces of the team have been together. I mean, it's amazing. Some of these kids have been together almost a decade in some respects.
Yeah, no, this has been a well-coached group amongst all levels. We sit on the women's side, the girls' side, the boys' side. Everyone has been well coached. You can see the plays, the thoughtfulness, everything that goes into it. I've been impressed since I've been here.
Second down. And Clifton Park going to have to answer the white
things out, and they've kind of come to the middle. I want to see if they find ways to keep the ball on the perimeter, get into some space, because right now it seems like they're consolidating everything. Can they get the ball to the outside?
Hemingway, the 6'2" receiver that Kirk spoke of earlier, goes wide to the far side after the 11-yard play, and there's another throw. Hemingway, and the big fella caught it and was in gear.
And he was moving. It looked like a young DK Metcalf on the outside. You just throw him the ball, and you can just see he can pick him up.
So now 3 downs to score for Clifton Park, New York.
Yeah, I want to get him probably more involved, I think, as this game goes along. Could be a mismatch, especially down here earlier. I mean, you talked about it a little bit off air. That when you throw him the football down near the end zone, it's got to throw him to the pylon. You can't leave it hanging. That's how the interception earlier for the Bengals.
So the ball at the 16-yard line. Plays of 11 and 13 have moved it into scoring position.
That's what happens. You get a receiver who streaks, easy throw for a touchdown.
Going for the one here and threw it behind Abbott, the intended receiver. 3 straight completions for Von Schiller. 11, 13, and 16 on the winner for Frazier's touchdown.
Yeah, I want to give Von Schiller some credit on that one as well. Just buying time. You don't have to be a scrambler, but you just got to be able to create time. He does that by just a little subtle step behind, and that ball is delivered on time to Frazier. That's an outstanding throw.
Missed the extra point, so a 1-point lead for Whitehouse. See the clock ahead of 3 minutes to go in this first half, and a handoff into the backfield. Medina trying to elude defenders. When called, if the yin and the yang is right, the run play can be a huge payoff.
You know, I love the run play. I always feel like it's a positive play that gets things in sync. Now you've got gain positive yards, and now you get the next play call. Keep the defense on their heels.
Making the move. Back across, and the catch is made. J.J. Sweet hauls it in. He's near the midline. Turner was there defensively for Clifton Park.
How do they play this third down here? No run zone, so things are going to be tight. Tight quarters. I'm always thinking about, do not get affected by what's happening underneath. Okay. We saw the long touchdown a little bit early on.
Let's take a quick shot again. Let's take a shot. You ready? Let's go 15 razor. 15 razor. Let's do it. 15 razor. Ready?
I like it. They're going to try to go deep again. They're going to influence with the underneath route, and they want at least one guy streaking through the middle of the field for the touchdown.
Coach Son Salisbury. Here's the play. They're going to take the shot. Deep ball. Did he throw it too far? Did. overthrew McLaughlin, who, by the way, would have been open.
Illegal contact, defense, 5 yards from the previous spot. That play results in a first down and goal.
We saw penalties impacting our first game, too.
Yeah, that was one that honestly wasn't really needed. They was all go routes, but I think it was probably the shock and surprise that on a 3rd and short, you had multiple receivers running deep toward the end zone. And that time you get an illegal contact, that's a free first down for what could have been an incompletion.
Blitzer coming from 10 yards, and the throw is beyond the reach of McLaughlin that time from Fox. Kirk, I think we here at NFL Flag, we think it's free-flowing.
Right.
But there's a lot of nuance to the inside game.
Yeah, it's hard. I tried to coach some 5- and 6-year-olds last fall, and I know this is the 14 and under group, but just the spacing and timing of these routes, especially when you have these fast, unique rushers on both sides. Here's Rivera lined up about 7 yards deep. Watch him as the ball snapped.
Yep. Play fake. Fox got to cut it loose. Did for the corner and incomplete. Trying to dial Hayden Salisbury, who had the earlier touchdown for Whitehouse.
If you get a fantastic rush, and you get this is play after play after play. It's one guy designated 7 yards beyond the line of scrimmage on defense who's allowed to go rush the quarterback. Now, depending on his rush, the quarterback has to get rid of the football as the timeout's taken by the Bengals.
Yep.
Please set the game clock to 2 seconds.
Let's check in the huddle here with Sean Salisbury, their coach.
Bengals, first charge.
Or Scott Salisbury.
2 remaining.
Do we like 15 Razor? Did we have a shot at it?
Yeah. Number 7, Dorian by himself is here. Yeah, I know. I think I might throw it outside. But listen, hey, listen.
No picks.
You have to score,
so it's either score or out of bounds, right? Okay. So no picks. We cannot afford a pick, right? So we're going to take a shot.
Hey, in the event there's a turnover, you've got to get the flag. Yeah, okay?
Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it,
Assistant
gentlemen.
coach is Pete Fox with Scott Salisbury.
I love what coach is saying there, but this is the last play of the half.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if you throw an interception or not. You just want to get this ball into the end zone. If you can't catch it, knock it down. It's the final play.
Here's Rivera from 10 off. Fox to his right, going to zip it for the end zone, and it is deflected and knocked down. Contested by Finnegan and Frazier. And it looks like that's going to end this half, and Clifton Park is going to hold. It's going to be a 1-point lead for Whitehouse, Ohio against Clifton Park here at 7-6.
Well, nice job on defending the Hail Mary. Last play of the half. Bill's all there in the end zone, and that could have been intercepted or caught. Yeah, because they got a couple of guys who are wide open, but it was because the Bills converge on the ball, and tips and overthrows are how you see usually those plays take place.
So we got a tight fit here at the break. 7-6, and we go down field side. Coach, congratulations, a 1-point lead. This thing's all of a sudden turned into a bit of a defensive battle, hasn't it?
Hey, often does at this level.
What did you talk to your guys about right before the half? I know you didn't convert on that last little play there, but what was the thought process?
The thought process was just taking a shot, and knowing that we have the ball coming out of the second half. We didn't want to throw it short. We wanted to kind of take a shot and see if we could give ourselves an opportunity to score.
You know, both these teams are 2-1 in pool play yesterday, Scott. The moment here, how much do you have to coach the moment with your team?
You know what? We're trying to stay in that moment. That's the best advice we could give them. This is one of the neatest experiences. ESPN, this whole crew, everybody's done just an amazing job. We are just blessed to be here.
Yeah, thanks for the time. Appreciate it. Good luck second half. Stay tuned. More to come. NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota continues in a moment. 16 game in the 14U boys 2025 NFL Flag Championships presented by Toyota. We are live at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. Everybody having a good time. And I tell you, the excitement and intrigue of the return of flag football in 3 years to the Olympics. I say the return of flag football, it'll be the debut. You see squash has never been contested. They'll have that in LA. Also the return of cricket, lacrosse, and the baseball-softball combination that went away a few years ago with the Olympics in Tokyo. So we were having a fascinating discussion about this driving over here today with Katie George and Phoebe Schechter. So you're as intrigued, I think, as I am about who will be a fit for this.
Yes, because this is a condensed field. And so the larger the human, I don't know if it actually works for the NFL players who may be going to play in the LA 28 Olympics. This maybe favors some of the smaller players in the NFL. So I think a guy like maybe Tyreek Hill.
Oh my gosh.
Think about a Jamar Chase, a young Jaden Daniels. I think younger players who have honestly played in flag, they probably may be more effective than putting a TJ Watt or a Max Crosby. Myles Garrett can't do anything for us out here. Like, think about it. He's just too big on the flag football field.
Yeah. It's a great conversation point here in Canton, I promise you. Maybe we do a podcast.
Yes.
7-6, Whitehouse, Ohio, a 1-point lead at the half at the NFL Flag Championships. Flag Championships presented by Toyota. We are steps from the Pro Football Hall of Fame here in Canton, Ohio. We welcome you back to our coverage on the digital field of the 14U boys. Kind of Sweet 16, Whitehouse, Ohio 7, Clifton Park, New York 6, representing the Bengals and Bills. Winner gets Kirk Morrison's Raiders tomorrow from Henderson, Nevada.
Yes, sir.
In one of our Elite 8 games in this division. Championship on Sunday at 4 o'clock on ABC with Tom Hart and Jordan Rogers and Tyler Tannenbaum.
Yeah.
We're seeing defense here, and I don't know that we expected that. Huh?
No, we didn't expect that, but we expected big-time players were going to make plays. Well, it's been the defensive players that have made the plays. We've had interceptions, outstanding jobs of getting after the quarterback as well. But this Drayton McLaughlin interception, that really started this game for the Bengals, who've been able to go out, make a couple of plays. They got into the end zone. This play right here to Salisbury for the touchdown was on a third down play, and they got all the way into the end zone. So we really had low scoring because it's been the defenses on both sides.
Sure, going across the back. Boy, Von Schiller's shown you a nice arm, too.
Yeah, he's just evading the rush. He's not scrambling. He's not taking off and going. He's just evading the rush just a little bit and getting the ball down the field.
Scott Salisbury told us at the half they wanted to score, but they also knew they had the ball to start second half. And here's a little trap handoff to J.J. Sweet, who slides out on the first play from their own territory. Remember, they got 4 to get to the midline, then 3 to score here in NFL Flag.
Yeah, I love that play right there. A little misdirection. Had the defense going one way, the runner going the opposite way.
In motion, that's Medina. Here's another Fox throw. Hayden Salisbury could not pull that one in. So it'll be second down.
Nice job by Fox, though. The patience on that previous play. He's had a lot of patience knowing that the rush is bearing down on you, to be able to keep your eyes downfield for the quarterback. Always a difficult thing to do.
And it's Alex Rivera with his hand up, coming off the 10-yard mark. Right up the middle he comes again, pressuring. There's the throw. Medina the catch, and out of bounds. And Jacob Turner there defensively for Clifton Park. So this is third down. So you're already a couple minutes gone. 1-point lead for Whitehouse, Ohio.
One of the very rare few teams that we've seen that call a number and everyone goes to their wristband. Usually we've seen huddles on the sideline. This time, Vera.
So a bang-bang play there by the Bills. And now first down, Brady Von Schiller, and a couple of elusive moves by Nico Abbott, but he can't free himself but for a few yards.
You know, you mentioned it a little bit earlier. You don't get a lot of possessions. So an empty possession right there because of the Rivera sack sends the Bengals off the board, but now allows the Bills to get their opportunity to take the.
Von Schiller's hit 9 of 10 throwing the ball. And boy, we did that to him. Missed this for the second time today, trying to fire one to Cam Hemingway. Spencer Fox was pressuring Brady Von Schiller. That one almost bounced up here to Morrison, by the way. We were going to have to call, see if Kirk could handle the ball on the infield.
Go on two here.
For me.
On 2. Let's go play 8. Look for the wheel route to Jacob. Let's go. Gosh, calm down.
I hear you, Coach.
I love Jeffrey Jones.
Remember, we're still talking about 14 and under boys, right?
Calm down. And there's a flag, and that might be a penalty on procedure.
False start, offense. 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
It's always one of those things where
Option is to punt.
they got to punt the football. So remember, they always say this. Don't tell guys, hey, don't jump off sides. Don't jump off sides, because what do? They jump off sides, right? Hey, everyone, let's watch the ball. But this time, this was a procedure penalty on the offense.
Look at there. Kevin Bowerbox, you got to look alive, my man. You got to keep it in play.
Time, media timeout.
Yeah. Bengals with the ball, 1-point lead here in the second half. And inside route and the catch, Hayden Salisbury off the throw from Spencer Fox. So this 1-point lead, and now the third element of this game is that clock.
Yeah, the clock can either be your friend or your enemy, and this time Spencer Fox realizing that. It's all about completions. Keeping the clock is going to continue to go, but you want to gain yards and get this ball deep into the Bills' territory.
Yep. Oh, little snap. That puts the quarterback in the run play, and there goes Fox. Reaches the ball out. I think he'll be just shy of the midline.
I can't help but look at Spencer Fox, and you see a quarterback on the Bengals, and you start thinking about Joe Burrow, right?
Sure.
You forget about the legs of the quarterback because he's done a terrific job throwing the ball, but that time being a runner, showing off, hey, I got some running ability too.
Yep. Third of the 4 downs, and
offside defense. That's automatic first.
But think
Dead
about
ball, encroachment,
clock play.
defense.
Yeah.
Right?
The penalty is
The clock is
declined.
now,
Replay
in the
third
case
down.
of Clifton Park, they got to get the ball back.
Yeah.
So why not go ahead and take the penalty?
Take the penalty.
Now you're forcing them to 3 snaps.
Absolutely. Decline it, keep.
Here's Fox. Quick throw offline, and a flag is thrown now on a ball for Salisbury. Jacob Turner was in the neighborhood. So was Sean Finnegan.
And I think we may get offensive pass interference.
Defense. Ball is placed at the spot of the foul. 1st and goal.
You had 2 guys in the area, and I think that's what Coach is saying right here. Coach Jones, like, they're going to rule that defensive pass interference, but you have multiple guys in there. It was just that little hook. I think it's holding right there. It's, to me, on a ball that's kind of thrown to the outside, would have had to been a great catch.
Yeah.
Probably one I would keep in the pocket, but it rose to the level of it is holding, and you called that. But the ball, I think the ball placement is what threw me off. Yeah, uncatchable ball. I would think the same thing.
Here's Fox now, 1st down after the penalty. Back across the middle, and is that going to be ruled a catch? It is. The ball came out. J.J. Sweet,
Incomplete pass.
now incomplete.
Oh, what an attempt there. J.J. Sweet gets all the way down. I thought he had it. Didn't corral it all the way. Got to the fingertips. Just couldn't bring it all the way in for a catch.
So ruled incomplete. And now Scott Salisbury puts the guys on the band again. 2nd down of 3. Clock rolling toward 4 minutes. 1-point game. Fox pumps, wants to loop it, end zone, and out of the back of the end zone is Jose Medina on the catch. Finnegan was the closest defender, but looked like Medina just ran out of room here.
Yeah, just ran out of real estate. That ball hung in the air for a while, but that's great effort, great extension. Just not enough room. I'm really surprised there the Bills didn't bring any pressure. They kept Rivera in coverage, so see how they play this 3rd down play as well. Do they bring pressure with Rivera, or do they play coverage in the end zone? No, this ball has to get to the end zone.
And the Bengals from Whitehouse, Ohio are grinding the clock. Fox, no pressure. Downfield and overthrows the intended receiver, and that was McLaughlin. So now Clifton Park, New York, who won a 12-7 game against the Dolphins yesterday, has a chance
hop out real quick. 2 plays. Let's
to
go
maybe
play
win
8.
another 12-7 game here today.
Yeah, here we go. The
plays.
opportunities here.
Get Sean, get Alec.
The one thing that we've seen from Brady Von Schiller is that he spreads the ball around. Everybody will find a way to get a touch. But this time, I think you laying on Hemingway.
And there is the throw to the near side, and 6'2" Cam Hemingway up the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if you go back to him. To me, I think he's your home run threat. He's the guy that right now seems to be the mismatch. I'm going to go to number 11. If I see one-on-one, I'm going to number 11, Cam Hemingway, especially when he's out there on the outside.
You got one of the other playmakers defensively, Alex Rivera, lining up at center, and they'll shoot it to him in the flat. Quick pull of the flag as we work toward 2 minutes to go. 1-point lead. Any points here would be big. We saw the Bengals with an opportunity in plus territory, couldn't get anything. And now Clifton Park, New York, representing the Bills.
Slowed the ball down.
It's got to be
and it goes right to the arms
scrimmage.
of Turner.
Hold on, stop talking.
Let him talk.
Holy crap, dude. You want to walk home? It's got to get beyond the line of scrimmage, right? Okay. So if it's not open, throw it away. If it's not open, throw it away. Play 1. Let's go. Yep.
Okay. that's
Jeffrey
good dad
Jones
talk
is
right
my
there.
new favorite coach at the event.
Oh,
my new favorite coach. I don't know who was going to walk, but I'm glad that everybody's okay. We've had calm down and somebody walking home.
Here we go.
I don't know how far it is from here to Clifton Park, but I'm going to guess it's a ways. Von Schiller, it's a one-read route, it sounds like, and he threw it away incomplete. So second down. Remember, only 2 more snaps here, Kirk, and the clock going to be inside a minute when we pull the trigger in a moment.
Yeah, the Bengals trying to hold on to that one last timeout that they have. Remember, this is a one-read route. So what happened was Abbott got off the line, but it's so congested, he fell to the ground. And so nice job there by the quarterback, Von Schiller, to throw the ball away.
Remember, this is loser leave town now. Winner advance onto the football. Brady Von Schiller.
Result of the play is a touchdown. My time.
And it is Abbott who made the catch, I believe.
Yeah, it was Abbott, but it was a tackle at the end of it. It turned into a tackle football game, and I think that's where the injury came in at. What a delivery there by Von Schiller. Not many places you could put that football, but he put it right where it needed to be in an area in which Abbott could just grab it and get down to the ground. The defender was draped all over him, and that's where the injury was, because the defender was trying to knock the ball away and actually rolled into a tackle.
So Abbott's shaken up, but the touchdown is recorded. Half minute to go, timeout on the field, and a 5-point lead for the Bills. Bills have taken the lead. It was a dead ball, unsportsmanlike penalty against Whitehouse on this touchdown throw. Von Schiller, you see number 1, that's Nico Abbott, who makes the catch, and then Hayden Salisbury pulls him to the ground. And so if a 2-point try is attempted here, it will be from the 5 and not the 10, which is the normal scoring format. And now Coach Jones has come out, I think, to talk to.
You can take it down to.
I'm gonna hit it ready, and you
got
got
it.
the 20.
Okay. So you got 25-second play clock.
So this is a game management move here, Kirk.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out, what the clock situation, because if I'm the Bengals, I've got to use my last timeout. If I use my last timeout, then the clock is going to stop, run the play, and you're still going to have probably maybe 5,
right,
about 30 seconds left. So I'll let the officials sort it out.
The result of the play was a touchdown. After the touchdown, personal foul defense. That will be accepted on the try. Bills would like to go for 2.
So the Bills, with the game clock running,
they would love to call timeout.
The Bengals, the game clock will start on the whistle.
There we go. So we get the clock back to 35, and if I'm the Bengals, I got to call a timeout, utilize my timeout.
Timeout. Bengals, 3rd and final team charge timeout of the game. Clock will be on the snap.
So now Scott Salisbury counters. He's going to have, regardless of the play, he just bought himself some insurance in terms of at least a snap or two post the play.
And that's all you want.
Right.
You just give me an opportunity.
They're going to be blitzing.
And the thing about it is, this is still a crucial play here, because if they convert, if the Bills convert this for 2, now we're talking about they're down 7. I mean, they're up 7. On the opposite side, having this 30, probably about 30 seconds left in the game.
I like 13.
If the Bengals then go out and attempt to score, any score wins the game for them. So this 2-point conversion right here is really kind of sets up what may happen on the opposite side when the Bengals get the ball back.
That's right. Coach Jones, I think, is more interested in just the play being called.
Correct.
Here.
Oh, yes.
And
so here's the first part of it. It's a 2-part stanza. This is the first stanza right here. This conversion attempt.
Here's Von Schiller. Pressure from his left, and Hemingway dropped it.
But they've got to hurry up. That clock's still moving, so they got to get on the ball, hurry up. About 2 plays left. Any score by the Bengals and the game's over. Can they get 2 plays in 20 seconds?
We'll see.
On the 2-point conversion attempt, they missed the attempt. The Bills did. The ball is now set. The Bengals had to go out on the line. They only really had maybe 1 or 2 plays, but Rivera getting that sack, once you get the sack, pretty much the game's over, because the clock's going to continue to keep running, and that flag's on the ground. Nice job by Alex Rivera getting to the quarterback and stopping that threat, which would have been a score for the Bengals had they scored, and the game would have been theirs.
And Clifton Park moves on to meet Henderson, Nevada tomorrow in one of our Elite 8 matchups, if you will, semifinals of this 14U Boys NFL Flag Championships. In a dramatic fashion, 14-7 the win. Brady Von Schiller, by the way, Coach Jones, 13 of 16, 118, a couple touchdowns. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you. That was not easy, but they came back and.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you here, Jeffrey. You're our favorite new coach at
Yes,
the NFL Flag
Sure
Championships because the microphone actually.